The village of Pluckley, nestled in the heart of Kent, England, seems ordinary at first glance. Quaint cottages, a historic church, and the gentle pace of rural life paint a picture of idyllic English charm. But beneath the surface, Pluckley harbors a chilling secret. It is a place where shadows hold stories and whispers of the past echo in the present. Pluckley is known as the most haunted village in England. For decades, whispers of paranormal activity have circulated through Pluckley's lanes. Stories of spectral figures and unexplained events have been passed down through generations. From the Watercress Woman, a ghostly vendor who still roams by the bridge, to the screaming man of the clay pit, whose agonizing cries pierce the night, Pluckley's legends send shivers down the spines of even the most skeptical. The village has become a magnet for paranormal enthusiasts and curious tourists alike. All are drawn to the prospect of encountering the spectral residents that are said to haunt its streets, woods, and old buildings. But what is the truth behind Pluckley's ghostly reputation? Dr. Simon Moreton, a historian with deep roots in Pluckley, has dedicated years to unearthing the truth behind the village's haunted reputation. His journey is one of passion, curiosity, and a relentless pursuit of knowledge. His investigations have taken him deep into the annals of local history, seeking to separate fact from folklore and to uncover the human stories behind the village's spectral legends. Each document he examines, each manuscript he reads, brings him closer to understanding the enigmatic past of Pluckley. Dr. Moreton's fascination with Pluckley's ghosts began in childhood, listening to his grandmother's tales. These stories were more than just bedtime entertainment. They were a window into a world filled with mystery and wonder. These stories, passed down through generations, painted vivid pictures of the spectral figures said to inhabit the village. The tales of the ghostly apparitions, the mysterious sounds, and the eerie occurrences were etched into his young mind, creating a foundation for his future explorations. The tales ignited a spark of curiosity in young Simon, a spark that would eventually grow into a lifelong passion for uncovering the truth behind the legends. He would spend hours reading ghost stories by candlelight, his imagination running wild with the possibilities of what lay hidden in the shadows of his village. Armed with a historian's meticulous approach and a deep respect for his hometown, Dr. Moreton embarked on a quest to unravel the mysteries of Pluckley's haunted reputation. His journey took him through misty lanes and ancient buildings, each step a testament to his dedication. He delved into centuries-old archives, poring over parish records, newspaper clippings, and personal diaries. Each piece of information was a clue, a fragment of a larger puzzle that he was determined to solve. He interviewed elderly villagers, collecting their first-hand accounts and family lore. These conversations were invaluable, providing insights that no written record could offer. The stories of the villagers were rich with detail, each one adding depth to the tapestry of Pluckley's haunted history. He meticulously documented each story, each location, and each spectral encounter. His journals became a treasure trove of information, filled with detailed notes, maps, and observations that would guide his research. Dr. Moreton's research was not merely an academic exercise, it was a personal journey. He often worked late into the night, driven by a desire to uncover the truth and to honor the memories of those who had come before him. He felt a deep connection to the people whose stories he was uncovering, both the living and the dead. The gravestones he visited were not just markers of death, but symbols of lives that had once been vibrant and full of stories. He recognized that the ghosts of Pluckley were more than just spooky tales. They were echoes of real lives lived and lost, reflections of the village's rich and sometimes tragic past. Each ghost story was a thread in the intricate fabric of Pluckley's history, a history that Dr. Moreton was determined to preserve and understand. Dr. Moreton often shared his findings with the community, giving lectures and writing articles to keep the history of Pluckley alive. His passion was infectious, inspiring others to take an interest in their local history and to appreciate the stories that shaped their village. He also worked with local schools, teaching the younger generation about the importance of history and the value of preserving their heritage. His efforts ensured that the stories of Pluckley would not be forgotten, but would continue to be told for generations to come. Dr. Moreton's quest was not just about uncovering the past. It was about connecting with his community and fostering a sense of pride in their shared history. His work was a testament to the power of storytelling and the enduring legacy of those who came before us. As the sun sets over Pluckley, Dr. Moreton continues his journey, ever curious, ever passionate, and ever dedicated to the quest for truth. His story is a reminder that history is not just about the past, but about the connections we make and the stories we share. One of Pluckley's most enduring legends is that of the Watercress Woman. This tale has been whispered through the generations, a haunting reminder of the village's mysterious past. She is said to be the spirit of an old woman who once sold watercress by the village bridge. Her presence was a familiar sight to the villagers, who would often see her bent over her baskets, diligently arranging the fresh watercress she had gathered from the stream. According to local lore, she met an unfortunate end, either by accidental drowning, or more sinisterly, at the hands of a jealous rival. Some say she slipped on the wet stones of the bridge, while others whisper of a darker plot, involving a rival seller who coveted her prime spot by the bridge. Today, her ghostly figure is said to still haunt the bridge, her spectral cries echoing in the night. Those brave enough to venture near the bridge after dark claim to hear her mournful wails, a chilling reminder of her tragic fate. Dr. Moreton's research led him to the Pluckley parish records from the late 18th century. These records, though faded and fragile, held the key to uncovering the truth behind the legend. There he found an entry for a woman named Mary Brooks, who drowned in the stream near the bridge in 1793. The entry was brief but poignant, noting her untimely death and the sorrow it brought to the village. Further investigation revealed that Mary had been a watercress seller, known for her cheerful demeanor and her tireless work ethic. She was well liked by the villagers, who admired her dedication and the quality of her watercress. She had been the sole provider for her family, and her death had left them destitute. Her family struggled to make ends meet without her, and the memory of her hard work and tragic end lingered in the hearts of those who knew her. It became clear to Dr. Moreton that the Watercress Woman was not merely a spooky tale, but the lingering memory of a real woman who had lived and died in Pluckley. His research painted a picture of a woman who had been much more than a ghost story. She was a vital part of the village's history. Her story, passed down through generations, had taken on a life of its own, evolving from a tragic accident into a chilling ghost story. The villagers' retellings added layers of mystery and fear, transforming Mary Brooks from a hard-working woman into the spectral Watercress Woman, forever haunting the bridge where she met her end. The legend of the Watercress Woman serves as a reminder of how stories can evolve over time, blending fact and fiction until the lines between them blur. It is a testament to the power of oral tradition and the human need to make sense of the past, even if it means creating ghosts to explain the unexplained. Today, the bridge where Mary Brooks once sold her watercress has become a point of interest for both locals and tourists. Visitors come to Pluckley hoping to catch a glimpse of the Watercress Woman or to simply stand in the place where history and legend intertwine. Dr. Moreton continues to share his findings, ensuring that the true story of Mary Brooks is not forgotten. His work highlights the importance of looking beyond the ghost stories to uncover the real lives and histories that inspire them. As the sun sets over the village of Pluckley, the bridge stands as a silent witness to the past. The story of the Watercress Woman, both tragic and haunting, remains a poignant chapter in the village's rich tapestry of history and legend. Another of Pluckley's most chilling tales is that of the Screaming Man of the Clay Pit. This story has been passed down through generations, each retelling adding a layer of mystery and fear. The clay pit, now overgrown and abandoned, still holds an eerie presence, as if the past is reluctant to let go. Legend has it that the man was a worker in the village's clay pit, which once provided material for brickmaking. The clay pit was a bustling sight, filled with the sounds of labor and the clinking of tools. Workers toiled day and night extracting the rich clay that would be transformed into bricks, the very building blocks of the village. One fateful day, he fell to his death in a tragic accident. The details of the accident are murky, but it is believed that the ground beneath him gave way, sending him plummeting into the depths of the pit. His screams echoed through the site, a harrowing sound that sent shivers down the spines of his fellow workers. His anguished cries, it is said, can still be heard emanating from the pit, a chilling reminder of his untimely demise. On quiet nights when the mist rolls in and the village is silent, some claim to hear the faint, ghostly wails of the Screaming Man. These sounds have been described as both mournful and terrifying, a spectral echo of a life cut short. Dr. Moreton's investigation into this legend led him to a newspaper article from 1887. Dr. Moreton, a local historian with a keen interest in the supernatural, had heard the tale many times but wanted to uncover the truth behind the legend. His research took him to the archives, where he unearthed a piece of history that would shed light on the mystery. The article reported on a fatal accident at the Pluckley clay pit, where a young man named Thomas Bradley had been crushed by a collapsing wall of clay. The report was detailed, describing the tragic event in stark terms. Thomas Bradley, a promising young worker, had been caught in the collapse, his life snuffed out in an instant. The article described the horrifying scene and the desperate but futile attempts to rescue him. Fellow workers had rushed to his aid, digging frantically to free him from the heavy clay. Their efforts, however, were in vain, and Thomas Bradley was pronounced dead at the scene. The tragedy left a deep scar on the community, a reminder of the perils faced by those who worked in such dangerous conditions. The story of Thomas Bradley, a hard-working young man who met an untimely and gruesome end, resonated deeply with Dr. Moreton. He felt a connection to the young man, whose life had been so cruelly cut short. Thomas was more than just a name in an old newspaper. He was a symbol of the countless lives lost to the relentless march of progress. He realized that the screaming man of the clay pit was not just a scary story, but a poignant reminder of the dangers faced by working-class people in Victorian England. The Industrial Revolution brought about great advancements, but it also came with a heavy human cost. Workers like Thomas Bradley were often the unsung heroes, their sacrifices paving the way for the future. The screams, whether real or imagined, served as a haunting reminder of the human cost of industrial progress. They are a testament to the lives lost and the suffering endured by those who labored in the shadows of history. The clay pit, now silent and still, stands as a monument to their memory, a place where the past and present intertwine in a ghostly dance